What's up with it once again, ladies and gentlemen, people, humanity, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls. And as always, otakus and hikikomori's out there. This is Mr. Nintendo Sony Freak 2011, aka Manny Wolverine. Of course, you guys in the rest of intros and outros towards the channel, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And you guys in the rest of the intros and outros and all that stuff. So anyways, like I said before, it was a fuck ton of shit to take in the other day when I was watching some Pokemon Sword and Shield on Pokemon Direct. And my god, I know all the reactions and all the review segments are all in and shit. And I was still doing reactions. I guarantee you I would have did one too. But anyways, yeah. Aside from that, like I said, I know I said I wasn't really gonna be super hyped for this game because I'm just waiting for this game to pass along, and then finally after November 15th, because that's when we know November 15th is the official date when it comes out. I think it was the 16th is when the first Sun and Moon game came out a couple years ago in 2016. Like barely 3 years ago, and then Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon almost a year and a half ago. I think that was the 18th, 19th, or the 20th. I think it came out. So it's actually this one's actually coming out a little earlier than Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, which is pretty wild. Anyway, let's get into these segments here. I did watch the whole direct again just to make sure I didn't want to like forget anything, wasn't missing anything out. Oh no, we'll get to these later. Oh my god. This one, I'm loving the design a lot more for the sword mascot than the shield one. The shield one looks alright, but I compared it to this. It looks like a Solgaleo version of what a wolf Pokemon would have been like. In a way, they're kind of like giving me vibes of like wolf Pokemon, because even though we kind of already had a couple dog Pokemon already in the past, these are legendary ones. I don't think we had like a canine dog Pokemon that's a legendary yet, so this is definitely brand new. Because the other two, obviously for Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, they were based off of fucking some legendary bat thing, which was Lunala, and then for Solgaleo was like a steel thing, a steel like alchemist lion thing or whatever. This one I'm feeling a lot more. This one, oh god. As much as I want to start Sword first, because I am getting both the games, but probably gonna start with Shield first before Sword, because that's where I want to get the Score Bunny. And then Shield, I'm probably gonna start with like Sabo. Anyways, yeah. Let's get into it. This comes from ShackNews.com. The other one's from Collider, which I don't really read too much from Collider, but I'll read it anyway. So this comes from Brittany Vincent. I think this is the one that was. I hope to God this wasn't that SJW cunt bitch. I really hope not. But if she was, fuck it, I don't care. So it says catch up on what you missed during the Pokemon Sword and Shield Direct, which packs 15 minutes of new information into one exciting stream. I would have posted this yesterday on Wednesday, because usually Wednesday and Thursdays I do not post videos, but it's Thursday today. I know I'm a day late on it. Fuck it, whatever. I'm still going to do it anyways. Hopefully I have to do a two-part in this too. So it says and the link to the direct that was only 15 minutes, 3 seconds long, wasn't that long, was the description box below if you missed it. During a new Pokemon Sword and Shield themed Nintendo Direct, Nintendo revealed several new details about the upcoming Switch exclusive games. There was a deluge of information revealed throughout the 15-minute presentation, and it looks like the Galar region is shaping out to be one of the most interesting we've seen in the core Pokemon games yet. When the presentation began, we were treated to a litany of a new footage showing off the new colorful new world of trainers and we'll be able to explore. There were a variety of different locations, terrains, to discover, including snowy tundras, desert areas, and wooden forests and more. Junichi Masato and Shigeru Omori from Gamefreak were on hand to discuss some of the visuals we've seen in an exciting new clip. The trainers will embark on a new journey to become champion as they travel through the variant locations filled with the rich personality and the various stadiums throughout the region that find gym battles being broadcast throughout the Galar region. Oh, that's cool. So it says art director James Turner and Gamefreak was on hand some of the most never-before-seen Pokemon in the Galar region, including a shoot Pokemon Wooloo, which has a gorgeous fur that those in the Galar region prize, and flowering Pokemon Gossifleur that enjoys going to places with the clean air, with water and pollen that has healing properties. Dreadnaw is the bite Pokemon that has sharp, jagged edges of its jaw and has a vicious nature. The Raven Pokemon, I think it's really a crow, not Raven, Corvinight, because it kind of has the word crow in his name, works as a flying taxi that can take players back to any town that they previously visited. So this is probably what's going to be, if any people remember the whole thing for Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and all the TMs. Ape Shuns completely got removed, and you had to use like these rental Pokemon that you had to use most of the time. And I remember, I think this Corviknight's probably going to work the same way Charizard worked for Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, would just go from one island to another. I don't know. So it says Gossifleur evolves into a cotton bloom Pokemon, Eldegoss, with seeds scattered across his head to promote growth in plants and can revitalize people and Pokemon. There are lots more Pokemon in the region, Turner said, as he noted there are plenty more Pokemon you're already familiar with to be seen in the game. The widest variety of Pokemon you can find will be seen in the wild area. It's stretched between the cities and is filled filled with an abundant, I almost lost my spot there, with an abundant nature as far as the eye can see. I don't know, she forgot to say the word see here. I don't know why she did that. It's supposed to be S there. Whatever, let's move on. Different Pokemon can appear while you are where you are and what the weather conditions is like. When heading through the area, you can control the camera to search better for its items and Pokemon. Searching the skies, tall grass, and even lakes. She messed up on the word right here. What was it? It was an area. Oh yeah, heading. She put 2 G's instead of 1, but I'm not here to be a grammar nonce or nothing, so fuck it. In some regions of the Galar region, a phenomenon called Dynamaxing can supersize Pokemon. This is what we saw near in the beginning of the video. Kazumasa Iwawa. Planning, directing for Sword and Shield, was on a chat about the changes coming to the game. Pokemon from the Galar region can Dynamax to become larger and boost with their powers. All moves that they will know, turn into powerful new abilities. Dynamaxing can be used once per battle, and the Pokemon will go back to normal as just in 3 turns. If you connect to other players, you can find additional ways to play Dynamaxing. A new feature called Max Raid Battles will let up to 4 players working together to fight Dynamaxing Pokemon for an entire battle. It has extremely strong attacks, and only one player will be able to Dynamax in response. If you win the battle, you get a chance to capture the Pokemon from there. So there's that. Now the Pokemon racks rating in battles will depending on where you are in the battle, the weather, and location. Some Pokemon can only be caught in this way, so you'll have to make sure you try your best to seek them out wherever you can. You can connect via wireless or on the Switch, or use the Nintendo Switch online to engage in max raid battles. That part kind of worries me because I know some people always bitch and complain about the Nintendo Online service. It's really, really shitty and it's kind of garbage, unfortunately. And what happens if you lag out and you don't get that Pokemon? Do you lose that thing? What if that thing ends up being a shiny and you lose it and then you got to start all over again because of the fucking shitty lag that Nintendo has on their websites or on their internet service, Tell you, they got to link up with Microsoft more so that way, because Microsoft, obviously they started with the internet and the computer, so they probably have a lot more better internet service, way more compared to Nintendo, so hopefully they let Microsoft mess with their internet services so that way it gets better and not worse, Just my 2 cents, even though I'm not a real big fan of Xbox shit, but whatever. The final bit of video aired on the Pokemon Direct showing 2 games legendary Pokemon, as every Pokemon version has, including Zachian and Zamazentu. Zodiac appears to be the sword Pokemon, and Zamazentu is the shield Pokemon. They look quite similar to each other in previous legendary Pokemon, but it will be interesting to see the presence of the game, how the game shakes out, and of course the game's released November 15th. Yeah, so overall, all thoughts, views, and opinions. Whew. The Zachian one, I like it a lot more than Zamazentu. Zamazentu's cool, but not as crazy about it. Alright, I'm probably not going to read this whole thing. I'll probably just read the first paragraph, and the rest of you guys can read it on your own. And it goes a link to the video, too. So it says, before next week's E3, Nintendo opens. And this is from someone from Collider, so shout out to them. Focuses standalone showcasing today's Nintendo Direct, which was yesterday. By the time you guys see this. Had only one thing in mind. Well, 2 things if you are specific: Pokemon Sword and Shield. Latest addition to the core line of the uber-popular catch-em-all games. While the game started with Pokemon teased earlier along this year, the Galar region they reside in, where the game's actions and adventures will take place, a short presentation revealed a bit more about the gameplay mechanics. Other Pokemon in the region and human characters you will meet along the way. The biggest Pokemon change to Sword and Shield, and I mean literally in the biggest combat mechanics, there's a new aspect called Dynamax that has you embigging your Poke Pals. I haven't heard of like that since like the late 90s, man. Shit. Pal size, power, and abilities. But your opponents can wield this power too. It's a cool addition to the gameplay and looks like to add some really dynamic visuals of the same old Pokemon battles. And there's other aspects that we're looking forward to while multiplayer. You can team up with the other trainers, either in vicinity of your wireless Switch handheld or anywhere around the world if you have the hardware and presumably subscription service to connect with them. For a unique opportunity coming to the games. Raids. You can participate in the others' plays and max raid battles to take on super powerful Dynamax wild Pokemon working together to defeat and capture rare creatures. There's a lot teased in this short video for starters. So for starters, check out the Nintendo Direct presentation below. And that's where it pretty much explains everything, what they look like. Their artwork looks really, really good. I'm telling you that the Zachian looks so damn good. Here's the thing, overall thoughts, views, and opinions now. I gotta tell you some shit like right the fuck now. When they showed this thing, I'm not sure if you can see it. You probably already seen it. I'm assuming most of you. Most of you have seen like the trailer already, but just in case you're not wondering who I'm talking about. Oh god. These right here, these are literally my two favorite, and I guarantee you they're totally gonna fucking be on my team. This Dreadnaw and fucking Corvinight. My god. I saw those yesterday, I flipped the fuck out. This looked like some fusion little baby evolution of what, I don't know. Like if Yveltal and Skarmory had a baby, this is probably what it would look like. Except it's not a dark flying, thank god. It's a steel flying. So this is only like literally the third steel flying we get. And then the other one, Glossy Flu, I don't know. If I don't know what a second evolution. I think Eldegoss. If Eldegoss evolves into something that looks like either Florges or Serena, then I'm definitely keeping that on my team. But if it ends up being like some kind of weird looking, fat deranged looking Pokemon, or just a quadruped Pokemon like a Torterra or Venusaur look, probably not going to be too crazy about it. Even though I love those two Pokemon a lot, but it held more sense and nostalgia with me. Oh, and the other shit they didn't talk about, like the Professor. Professor and her assistant, I already know, like by now, this chick right here, oh, Lord, man. Sonia, the assistant, the granddaughter of the Professor Mongolia, that's what her name's supposed to be, by the way. This is the second female professor we get, by the way, besides a Professor Juniper from Black, White 1 and 2. So this is the second time we get it, and that's cool. She's probably going to be doing a lot of research on the Dynablade. I got to be honest with you, I'm not really crazy about the big giant super Pokemon thing, because that means probably Armor Evolution is not a real thing. And there's probably not going to be no Mega Evolutions. Even though I did hear there was not a bunch of leaks, but they did say there's something about Farfetch and Meowth getting a freaking like a variant evolution. Which if that's true, that's awesome. That's really fucking awesome. And they did say that like there's going to be a bunch of different forms for Rotom. That's pretty crazy too. And he turns into a smartphone too. The Rotom turns into a fucking smartphone. Look at that. I'm not crazy about the rival. I think Hop, he's probably going to end up being the same way Hal was. So he's going to be your fucking happy-go-lucky, annoying, shitty fucking rival that nobody cares about. So the champion, which is the brother of what your rival is, he looks cool as fuck. Leon, he looks pretty badass. And there's the gym leader that was called Milo. It's funny that his name is Milo, and then there's some British UK. Not really going to get into politics or any of that bullshit, but I know there's this other dude named Niall Neonopolis or whatever, that shit. It's like, is that where they got the inspiration for his name? Because if they did, that's fucking pretty crazy. And of course, you get the ending. I got the gut feeling there's a third Pokemon, like how they did with Necrozma. He's probably going to be evil legendary. So, that's probably why I didn't show what it was going to be. And these forms look good. Hopefully, it's not a one-time thing. And that's it. Links to the description box down below. Card on the side. I'm out of here. I'm going to do my short outro because I'm running out of time. Peace out. Late and goodbye. I'm out like sauerkraut. Ladies and gentlemen, bros, fanboys, and fangirls, otakus, and hikikomoris. See you guys soon. I'm out of here. Late, and I'll see you on the flip side again. Bye.